Welcome to Spotlight New England. I'm one of your hosts, Audrey McClelland.
And I'm Ashley Erling, and we have just like the most exciting day today.
We do. You know how excited I am.
I know.
You know.
This
is a big day.
Do.
It's a big day.
And I feed off your energy. I'm excited too, obviously. But like, I love when other people are also like excited, and then you're like even more like
so excited.
Amped,
you know,
right?
I know. I came in a little early today. I was amped up. I had a gift for you. From somebody else.
You did from somebody else.
So you know, it's a good day. It's a good Monday.
I had a gift for you from somebody else. But we had a lot of fun last week.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Because
Thursday
it was
night.
the annual Best of Rhode Island Awards, which I feel like you don't even have to really describe that, because if you're in Rhode Island and you say Best of Rhode Island,
you know it.
You know.
You know it.
You know what that is.
And I have to say, this is a big deal for you because I am so new to the road show still. I'm only 2.5 years in.
I guess technically, I don't feel like you are though.
Yeah, true, but you're always so nice giving it back. But this is like your baby. The road show is your baby.
Yeah.
And it was just like a beautiful night and so many people coming together. And congratulations to you.
Oh my God.
Because you really have created a beautiful show and bring together so many Rhode Islanders and businesses and people and places, and you've done an amazing job.
It's just crazy that we've been on the air for as long as we have, and I actually don't, like, I lost count. I don't know the exact number. I think it's probably like 16 or 17.
I think you said 16, sweet 16.
Years. So anyway, we're in there, but you know, everyone who does work on the show has worked on the show. I mean, we've always been such a strong team, and I think that's why we've been around for a really, really long time. But we won Best Morning Show for the road show.
Best Morning Show.
So we all went and picked up the award, which was so much fun.
Yes.
And I think the most fun part about that evening, there you guys with the award.
Yeah, we are.
It's just like seeing everyone, you know?
And you know what?
Just like Rhode Islanders coming together.
It is Rhode Islanders coming together. And honestly, everybody is so supportive of each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that they're not normally, just being there, I think the excitement, the happiness, people are just happy to be around other people. But yeah, there's the whole team right there.
Yep.
I have to say, somebody today was talking, they're like, oh my God, I was looking for you in the hot pink dress. Everyone kept talking about the hot pink dress.
There it is.
And I was like, that was Ashley. That wasn't me. I was in all
there
black.
we are with Elaine, who dressed us from Feminine Fancies.
We love Elaine.
And she was so gracious to let us come and pick out dresses.
Take a moment for your fur on the bottom of your dress, Ash.
I cannot turn down hot pink and feathers. I just can't do it. Like, if somebody can do that, like, good for you. I can't. I don't have that power.
No, but you look great.
If it's hot pink, you're already halfway there. You put feather trim on.
And that was it.
I was like, that's the dress I'll be wearing.
I just was happy the dress zipped.
Your dress. You
was wearing all week.
Yours was so tight, and I did not.
Ashley, it was like painted on.
I didn't think it looked like that.
Oh, I thought it was like, it was very cute. My husband loved it.
See, that's
my
how
husband
you know.
loved it.
That's how you know.
But still, I mean,
but I know what you're saying. Like, we're like flowy dress kind of girls.
Yes, but I was gonna amp it up with you, a little glam. Even my sons were like, okay.
Were they?
Okay, yeah.
Is that the reaction from all of the teenage boys?
The boys. I'm very lucky. You know, the boys are like awesome. But even William up in school, he texted me. He's like, Mom, I loved your dress.
Oh my God.
He's into that stuff, so I was so happy that he even cared.
Best kids.
They're good boys. They're good boys.
You really do. What did Victoria think?
She'll
tell you what she really
I told you she didn't like the other dress. It was like a bubble dress, and this one she liked. It was much more form-fitting.
She's your
girl.
She's your real girl.
She's my girl.
She's not gonna be like, Mom, it looks so nice.
She'll never dial it in.
No.
She'll never dial it in. But that's
She'll
why
be
I
like,
love her.
I don't like it, and let's go to Newport Creamery.
And we did.
And you did.
We did. We got a coffee awful.
Yeah. Well,
but congrats to you. Hats off.
Congrats to everyone. Awesome. Again, like the Best of Awards, it's a lot of just seeing great businesses who work so hard all year long. Yes. So many restaurants, like, I give the restaurants a lot.
What was the restaurant that you had that hot weenie at that you talked about?
Oh my God. Okay, so it was, first of all, I was starving, obviously.
She went in hot.
So on the way out, Brendan was like, oh, I'm going to go get one of those hot dogs from Wally's Wieners.
That's where it was,
And I was like, yes, I'm following you. It was delicious. It was so, so good. And I hadn't had Wally's Wieners before because they're newer. So there's one in Newport, and now they just opened one in Providence.
Right.
You know, at the old canteen, old canteen, which people are kind of
I know it is
upset about. But I will tell you, the hot dog
She couldn't stop talking about it. You couldn't stop talking about it. You said it was delicious.
It was fantastic.
And I told you I had to get in the car, do a little unzip, and then I should have gone back in.
Yeah, and Mavens that night.
Oh yeah, well Mavens I did eat. I didn't even care. I was like, ugh, Mavens so good.
So we had a great time at the Best of Rhode Island Awards, and congrats to everyone who won because it is so well deserved. We all work so hard.
Yeah,
and,
everybody does. You're right.
Such a great community that we have, and all our radio friends that we got to see there too. They won for the first time.
That was amazing. Becca,
so congrats to all of them as well. Now, our own Best of Awards are about to go down.
I can't wait.
We have
I can't wait.
a really exciting guest, and we're just going to leave it at that. You're going
That's
to
all
have
we're
to
gonna
stick
say. We're
around.
gonna stick around.
He is up. Yes, he is up right after the break.
Okay, welcome back to Spotlight New England. This is a true treat because I feel like I've known this guest for, or at least since 2019 is when I was first introduced to him. And then I have just, well, this is so weird, but I've just been hanging out with Matty on my own forever. The one and only Matty Maggiacomo from Peloton is here with us today.
I'm cheesing so
We are
hard.
so excited that you're like in studio with us because we thought this was going to be a Zoom.
Right.
I thought
Because
so
you're a
too.
busy guy. You're in New
Very
York.
busy.
I know, you lose a little dimension. And I'm such an IRL, even
Yeah.
though,
Yeah.
of course, I teach on Peloton,
Right.
which is very virtual.
Yeah.
But there's something to be able to consensually hug both of you.
I know. It was so funny that I
love you
accidentally forgot to ask you before I went in for the hard hug. And I was like, oh my God, was this
No,
okay?
it's always welcome. And honestly, like pulling up over here on Catamore Boulevard, I said I was more excited to be in this building than like I've been in 30 Rock.
I
I've been
know.
at CNN. I've been at
Listen, you could be
ABC.
telling us a bunch of lies right now, and
We're
you
not.
are
We're
so
gonna
good
take
at it. I will eat it up.
gonna
That's
take
how
it.
Rhode Island.
Yes.
Okay.
I love it.
I mean, I guess we probably should mention, in case anybody doesn't know, that you are a Rhode Island native.
I'm a Rhode Island native.
Yeah.
I said you can take the Rhode Island out of the boy. You can take the boy out of Rhode Island. You can't take the Rhode Island out of the boy ever.
And
Yeah.
your family's still here.
Yeah, they're in Smithfield.
I love
They're in
it.
Smithfield. My sister actually just moved back. And so actually we're having our own little Maggiacomo family reunion
I
the
love
past few days. We literally had a clam bake in the garage
That
yesterday.
perfect.
I love it.
Because it was kind of rainy. We're like, we'll just do it in the garage.
Perfect.
Mom didn't want the house to smell
Yep.
like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yep.
The house inevitably still smells
Right.
like
It's
fish.
hard to it's hard to fight that, but I bet it was worth it.
It was so. I needed my
Yes,
lobsters
yes.
and my
I
steamers.
love it.
I was gonna say in New York, I mean, I'm sure you can get it, but it's not.
the
The
same.
price point is just, again, coming from Rhode Island, where obviously we have an embarrassment of riches as far as it comes to seafood.
I know. Nordic Lodge.
You just pay. You just
You
pay.
just pay.
You just pay. I mean, I always giggle when I see those like the Point Judith Calamad on
Yeah.
a menu that I'm paying 3 times the amount I would here in Rhode Island.
like,
so coming home
"What?"
feels good.
I love it.
I bet it does. I bet it does.
And let's like start right there, Matty, because I have to say, this is why I genuinely just adore you and I love you, because I started working out in 2019 and we had the bike and the tread. And the tread was always mine. Like, okay, I gotta get on this. And you literally have this gift to jump through the screen. And we're talking about being in real life. Like who you are right now is who I feel when I'm on the tread with you.
Yeah.
Good thing.
Like
That's a good thing.
but like
Great.
you're so good at it and you
Thank
make
you.
people feel heard. And I mean, I've laughed, I've cried on the, like with you on the, I listened to the Mel Robbins one recently and I'm like the whole time, like, wishing I could take notes. I mean, you have this ability to connect with people in any form.
Thanks.
Where did that come from?
Thanks. Gosh, I mean, I'd love to say that it's part of just being a humble Rhode Island boy. Like, I don't know. My parents are obviously a huge influence,
Yeah.
and being in this industry where, you meet a lot of different people and you know how they say like don't meet your heroes.
Yes.
We've all had that person who we've met
Right.
and been so excited to meet.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah.
oh man, that is not what I expected.
Yeah, a little bit of a letdown.
So I certainly, coming into this, never wanted to be that person.
Yeah.
And especially when I teach, I always, it's funny, I said this, we were talking about your kids calling in the middle of a show. My mom will always call in the middle of a class. I'm like, come on, she knows I'm
love
teaching.
it.
She really, I swear, she's on the tread right now. She's calling.
She's
in the
just
middle of the
taunting
class.
you.
And I just always say, like, it's so important to remember what your roots are, where you came from. I always just envision teaching to my mother,
Yeah.
to my sisters, what would make them laugh, because I know what would make them laugh, and like truly making people happy. And the way that I've chosen to do it is through fitness. Is the highest form of art as far as I'm concerned. So if I can like cheer you up on a pretty crappy day, I've done my job.
So special. And how did this whole journey start?
Oh, it's wild. I mean, I used to wake up as a little kid and watch local Providence news, all of the stations, okay? And I said, I want to be on TV. And then I got to college and realized, Oh, okay. Well, being a journalist, gonna be tough. We'll try it out. I took it for a spin. I was freelancing, one-man banding, as you know what this is all about, and realized specifically the year and a half that I did it, I was like in the red. I kind of lost money because in New York City, I was getting my car towed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was probably the least of it, honestly. I mean, it's so expensive. You don't get paid a lot usually in this industry. So
it was tough. I was essentially gigging. So side hustle was like, I think at my craziest. I mean, I was teaching boutique fitness classes from like 5 to 7 a.m. Then I'd get in my car, go out to wherever my story was. Sometimes it would be all the way out on Long Island or all the way down in New Jersey, Long Branch or somewhere, right? And then I'd typically file my story if I could by 5 p.m. Yeah. And then I'd go to the bar and bartend.
Oh my God.
I know. All day.
Wow.
All day. So that was a very short period of time where I was doing
that's
all
not
three.
sustainable.
And then I realized, you know what, let me lean heavy into fitness because I'm actually I'm seeing, you see that spark. You're like, okay, I think I'm good at this. And I'm still able to be with people and tell stories and make them feel better. And then we kind of leaned all the way into boutique fitness, which I loved. Yeah. And then Peloton kind of came along in 2017 and they said, hey, we're expanding outside of the bike, and we know you know how to teach on a tread, and we know you like running and strength. What do you think? They made me interview and audition. You know, I think I had 10 interviews. I auditioned for Robin Artzone, who you know is a boss. Yep. She is our boss, and she is the boss. Yeah. And so that was, you know, oh goodness. And then sure enough, I got the gig. It's been 8 years.
It's been 8 years already.
8 years.
It's so crazy how time goes by. You know, when I first met you was virtually, and I was at the time heavy doing your classes because it was during the pandemic, and we were all like, wait, we can't go to the gym. What are we doing? So that was how I kind of got introduced to it. And I just loved your classes so much because it felt like you were with a friend.
Yeah.
And that was really, and I don't love working out. So like that really helped get me to do something because otherwise, you know, we were watching Tiger King in our kitchens or whatever during the pandemic, right?
Remember the time.
And now here we are, like all these years later, you are still thriving doing this.
It's so much fun.
I just, you know, what is the feeling like of doing something like that? You feel like you found maybe what you're really meant to do.
Yeah, it's again, that little boy that like wanted to be behind the news anchor desk was, you know, I could have never imagined that a job like this would have presented itself. The technology
you couldn't even have thought of it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, who wakes up one day and is like, I want to do fitness DVDs. Like, I don't know. You know?
Right.
So that would have been maybe it. But, you know, of course, this platform came along. And then the way that it's allowed me to connect to, I have like niche interests. I love theater. I was about to say, I was like, I too cannot say no to Pink Film.
Right? Thank you. You're my people. This is how I knew you're my people.
Dress up on the tread. It's my favorite.
And we do. It's my favorite. It's nuts. And I have a confession to make. I don't innately love working out either.
Oh God, thank you for saying that.
So let me do all my Rhode Island call outs. I went to LaSalle Academy. I lasted for 2 weeks on the cross country team at LaSalle and dropped off and then found the drama club.
Yeah.
Brother Michael McHenry, who was the president there, and he recently passed away, one of my greatest mentors. And to all the Rhode Island listeners, you know who this man was. He changed so many lives. And he was like, try drama. Come on. Who needs the basketball team? Who needs the cross-country team? You're dramatic. You're going to do this. I was like, I took it as a compliment back then.
Absolutely.
And then, you know, I just realized that, like, okay, as I moved along my path, I then finally fell in love with running at a different point in my life. And you know what? It's kind of a good lesson to, you know, somebody. I don't think you can force anything. You know, you have to try a lot of different things, especially when it comes to fitness. If you hate yoga, you don't have to do yoga.
Right.
If you find running boring, you don't have to run. Now, what we do is, I will say, while we're deeply serious about fitness, there is a fit entertainment part of it where like, okay, yeah, you might see me dressed in drag, or we might have a really fun partnership with Wicked, or a really great artist series with Cyndi Lauper, or any hot, Benson Boone, whatever, whoever's like really hot and spectacular at the time. And everybody kind of finds their niche.
I love it.
So
it just feels like you can really connect.
No, and you really do. And it's, and obviously all the team members do, all the instructors are. I mean, there's a reason why you guys are so popular.
Superstars.
I was going to say all of you guys are superstars. But let me ask you this. So when you're up there, because I've always thought this, and then when I was listening to the Mel Robbins one, because I was out and about, like when I was outside doing that workout, she kept saying, how do you guys do this? Like, you're looking at the screens and how do you do it?
Yeah.
Because you keep the momentum going.
Right.
You keep the energy. Up, but then you're also you have like a control center in front of you as well.
Kind of, yeah.
How
you have to, you both have to come to the studio.
Oh my God, yes.
It's a lot of fun because it's all of this.
Okay.
Plus the fitness equipment. And it was true. I was like, oh, wow. When Mel said it, especially coming from Mel Robbins.
Right.
We just adore. I've been a disciple of Mel Robbins, and she's gotten me through some really sticky parts of my life. Like, let them. And for her to say that, I said, I guess sometimes I don't realize how you're really walking and chewing gum, and your body is. I was like, oh wow, yeah. Imagine hosting a show on like a moving sidewalk. I mean, you're sort of doing that the whole time.
It is.
I'd fall over.
But you do get used to it, and you find your pacing.
Yeah.
I end up kind of being like a nervous talker. So I actually find that the movement and the fitness programming really helps me, because what it does is I'm able to, and I do this Friday class, which will be coming back in the fall. It's sort of like my pop culture class. And I love the way that we formatted it. And it's a walk and talk. It's literally, we do hot takes off the top.
Love it.
We walk, we talk, we walk, we talk. So we have a block of fitness. We just focus on the work. And then we do a block of talking where we talk about offbeat news or something crazy that a celebrity has done very respectfully.
Yes.
Nobody's safe. And it's true. And it does help the folks that are like, I actually don't like working out, or I need to be distracted. And then I hope if you take enough of those classes, then you're like, you know what? I just want to try a 20-minute run where it's like less about the fluff, and let's focus on it. Maybe I'll train for my first race. And you know what? That scale up, it happens a lot more than you think. Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
It is. Awesome. It really is. I think you guys just do such an incredible job. All right. How excited are you for the Real Housewives of Rhode Island?
Oh, I know.
Oh, my goodness. I mean,
I know that you've been following.
So hot right now. I've been following.
Yes.
I've been borderline obsessed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I obviously am a Housewives fan because I'm a pop culture kind of nut. I probably know too much about things that like
you don't need to.
Right, totally. And again, seeing our little Rhode Island be able to shine, and you bet me, I was at this kind of like cool Brooklyn party just like during Pride Month in June, and Andy Cohen's over there with
my gosh, tell me everything.
I texted her, and I was like, Andy Cohen's over here, I'm getting closer. And I said, Andy, I gotta tell you, I'm so excited about Real. So and he parroted most of the stuff that he actually said.
Right.
So as not to have the rumor mill continue.
It was all safe,
but very, very excited, and I have high hopes. I hope. I hope at least our state gets showcased.
Yes.
That's what I'm hoping.
We know it's entertainment, and we know who some of these ladies are at this point, even though they haven't officially said it. And I hope they're in on the joke.
Yes.
There's a level of respect. Of course, we know there's going to be drama. We know it's television. It's going to be produced and manufactured.
Yes.
But like at the end of the day, I think it's a great.
It's gonna
be amazing. And it's like you said. Like I think that it feels nice for Rhode Island to finally be getting its moment. We have always known this. Like if you're a Rhode Islander, if you live in Rhode Island, like you love Rhode Island. You are gonna fight for Rhode Island when people don't know where Rhode Island is. Like Rhode Island is a gem, and now it's getting its like own huge national show, which just feels like appropriate, but also maybe past due.
At like Garden City.
They were. Right?
I mean, there's like spots that like that they've released. People. I mean, It's exciting to see
And
these
all
little
the,
snippets.
the restaurants that we have, our food is so good
I know.
here.
A lot of people don't know that. My partner is from Rochester, and he even just said, we were home for a few days. He said, I love going to Rhode Island. I said, I know.
Yeah.
I said, the charm of it is just wonderful.
It
we went
is.
to, where did we go? We went to Water Street Kitchen Tavern in East Greenwich the other day, just sitting out,
so good.
And it's just, and then you see all the Rhode Island characters.
Yeah, I know. And do people come up to you?
Every once in a while,
Yeah.
I do
aren't
feel
you
I do
Matty
feel like a little
Maggiacomo?
bit of a local celebrity.
Yeah, you are. No, you definitely are.
Because I really am proud.
Yes.
I really am proud on the platform. And even if you look at my Instagram, I said I have NYC there, but Rhode Island.
You
Yes.
Rhode Island a bit
lot.
on you. That's how I originally knew that you were from Rhode Island.
Yeah.
So taking some of your classes,
Totally.
you mentioned it.
There's a lot.
Right, I
there's a
didn't
lot
even
of
know
friends
it. I
there.
think when I started taking your classes and you mentioned, I was like,
Yeah,
wait a minute. You know Rhode Island?
My parents were so Rhode Island that my parents bought their retirement home 10 minutes away from my childhood.
Yep.
They're like, oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna
It's the Rhode Island
I
way.
love it.
I said, wait, you gonna go to Florida? You going to California? Where you guys go? And they're like, up Greenville Ave.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, stick around because we're not letting Matty go just yet. We're going to take a quick break and then we're going to give him some rapid fire right after the break. Stick around.
All right, welcome back to Spotlight New England. Okay, Ashley, you teased it before we went to break. We have for Maddie some, what are we going to call this?
Rhode Island rapid fire.
I love
right?
it. Yeah, Rhode Island rapid fire. And there are no wrong answers here.
Okay.
No, we just want to know more
This
about
feels
you
like
and
the
your
sprints at
opinion.
the end of my class.
Oh my gosh.
I
Terrible.
wish we should have gotten those walking pads.
We should have. That would have been
done
good.
this
That would have been
walk.
good.
love
And
it.
then you would have known.
Next
how I
time.
did
Yes.
my job,
Next time
right?
we're going to do that. I love it. Okay, are you ready?
I've never been more ready.
Okay.
Love it.
Awful or Dells?
Awful.
What flavor?
Coffee.
I knew it was
said
gonna
You said it, and listen, my intestines and
It
everything,
just-
it definitely
it was
doesn't
ready.
love that as much as Adele's lemonade, but it's worth it.
Oh,
I love it.
It
I
so
love it.
is.
So good.
So good.
So good. Okay.
Wait, I have to say, Evan even texted me last night. I was on the way. I had dropped my uncle off. My godfather came
Yep.
over for lobsters.
Obviously.
And he messages me. He said, "Do I need Newport Creamery?"
The answer is yes.
Always
Yes.
Okay, Benny's or Ann and Hope?
Oh God, R.I.P. Benny's.
Oh, right.
Benny's, because we had one. We had one
You
right
had one
down
near you.
44,
I love
which
it.
is now
And that
like a
one
Jersey
was
Mike's and
Up until
That was
just
up
very
until
recently. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so cake from Greg's or Cello's?
Ooh.
This
I
is
know
so
both are
hard.
so
This is
good.
like
There's no
choosing
wrong
between
answer.
Kids.
That's tough.
I'm gonna say Greg's.
That's what I
I'll
thought
say
you
I was
were
going to say
Greg's.
Greg's too.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Okay, now a New York system hot wiener all the way or plain?
All the way.
Okay.
5 on
See?
the arm.
Oh, I
5
love it.
on the
5 on the
arm.
And then you can stop and get your awful.
Oh, right. And then
Then you get your
Imodium, and then
awful.
everything else, and more toilet
So worth
paper.
again, worth it.
Totally worth it. Okay, beaches. Narragansett or
Okay.
Newport?
It's a good one.
Narragansett.
Narragansett.
I wasn't
have to
sure which way
say.
you were gonna go with that
No,
one.
Narragansett, because again, it's more like a nostalgic
Okay.
thing. We would in high school,
Yep.
my friends and I, we'd jump in my '96 Jetta.
Yes!
Which like
Oh my
had,
God.
like we'd lose
Jetta.
we'd always
I also
inevitably
had a
we'd lose a hubcap on the
Yes,
way
yes,
at
yes,
some
yes.
point, and we would go to Narragansett Beach.
Sounds like the perfect.
I
thing.
Yeah.
love it. And then real quick,
Yeah, last one.
Thayer Street or Thames Street in Newport?
I'm gonna say. Did you say Thayer?
Thayer.
Thayer or Thane.
Thayer.
Thayer. I love
Wow.
it. Thayer.
Thayer,
I
yeah.
love a good
Right,
trip
yeah.
to Thayer Street.
Yeah.
Maddie, we love you. Thank you.
I love you
much
both
for
so
being
much.
here
I want to come
today.
back. All right.
Okay, good, because
All
we're
right.
not done talking.
Great.
But we are done for today. Thank you for joining us on Spotlight New England, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.